the truth. Bishop Harold Owen Burden. Bishop Burden. Honorable Dr. George Hightower. Dr. George Hightower. James Pascal, entrepreneur. Pascal's Restaurants, Atlanta, Georgia, the College Park, the Swats. Frank McCain. Frank McLaren. Roswell O'Sutton. Dr. Roswell O'Sutton. Joseph Bickers. Brother Bickers. Bishop W.E.B. Papa Jr. Reverend Samuel Williams. I want to be like Reverend Samuel Williams. Hosea. Arthur Langford Parkway, baby, Langford Parkway. Congressman Bill McKinney. Ben Brown, Brother Honorable Ben Brown. Brother Howard, we got John M. Turner, our lawyer, John M. Turner, Dr. Turner. Oh, yeah, by the three. Morris Brown, Zeta Chapter. Dr. Stanley. Senator Leroy Johnson. Senator Johnson. Dr. Frank Cunningham, Morris Brown. That's up. Reverend George Moore, St. Philip's AME. Dr. Creighton Dudley, Tate Dudley, Reverend Dudley. Alfonso Dawson. Herman D. Russell Company, Hartsfield Jackson Airport. Skink Trouble, Carlin Lewis. Necessary Trouble.
Now again, I want to introduce this special tribute from James Russell, who was singing the song, as I mentioned a moment ago, that John Lewis heard right before his passing in 2020. The song that he been accompanied by the pastor, with Rabbi Micah, who wrote this selection. They performed this several times. So again, let's show some love right now for Mr. James Russell.
As a new child, I tasted the bitter fruits of racism, and I didn't like it.
Yes, sir. I didn't like it either.
I didn't like seeing those signs. I didn't like when we went to the theater. All of us little white children had to go upstairs to the bathroom. And all the little white children went downstairs to the first floor. But come on, ask my mother, my father, my grandparents. My great-grandparents. Why? They would say, that's the way it is. Don't get in the way, don't get in trouble.
Good trouble, baby.
One day in 1955, 15 years old, in the 10th grade, I heard about Rosa Parks. I heard the word from one of the things when you were already. The action of Rosa Parks. The word and leadership of Martin Luther King Jr. inspired me to find a way to get in the way. And I got in trouble. Little trouble. And that's it.
me let them know that they're waiting for y'all to come back to get the cake. So let me raise my hands. They already went by. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We are
okay behind you.
privileged to tell our story. So let's begin at the beginning. Founded by alumni members of the
See glasses.
in 1824, the Brothers of National Signal have always and long time good stewards of the high ideals of Phi Beta Sigma that set forth our honorable founder.
Yes, sir.
LAMBDA Sigma has produced 5 international presidents
Right.
and dozens of other officers on the international, regional, and state level. Our dedication to service is further exemplified by the fact that LAMBDA Sigma has produced no less than 10 members of the Distinguished Service Chapter, the fraternity's highest honor.
That's right. Top 1%.
As people from good to great, we can never underestimate the potential for greatness. And therefore today, that legacy continues to grow. Lambda Sigma continues to produce leaders on every level of the fraternity as well as in the community. We are active in the program supporting the fraternity's national parks. Additionally, Lambda Sigma has developed long-time partnerships with civic, religious, educational, and charitable organizations. Between the lines of pain and glory, when we tell our story, we expose the beauty and diversity of our history. Moreover, the men of Lambda Sigma are also committed to developing the leaders of tomorrow as demonstrated by our close interaction with the collegiate chapters that we advise on the campuses of Georgia Institute of Technology, Georgia State University, and the University of West Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, as Vice President of Lambda Sigma, I am proud to share this platform with my good friend and good brother and our chapter secretary, Brother Arnold Smith. Brother Smith was inspired and motivated to get our story out there. This is our history. And if we do not control the pen, then we do not control the story. Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Smith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, all. Good evening.
Good evening.
As I listened to some of the presentations, I sat there and I said, they're stealing my thunder. That's all right. If you hear something that you heard before, that's also good reinforcement of the quality of brothers that comes from a chapter.
That's right.
As we are assembled to celebrate this auspicious occasion, my assignment is to give you a brief history of Lambda Sigma chapter within the life of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. I will start by making this observation. There are a number of notable individuals here tonight, persons of renown, persons who have been successful in their journeys, persons who have accomplished much and have name recognition. But no matter what level of success or notoriety any of us have achieved, it didn't just happen.
That's right.
There was a process, and that process involved persons who encouraged you along the way, persons who supported, advised, pushed you even at some point, persons who prayed for you, listened to you as you vent. In other words, they had your back. As a result of these persons pouring into you, it helped to shape who you are and where you are today. Are y'all with me? Yeah. All right, just making sure. This process is true not only for individuals, but for groups, for families, for communities. And what I'm leading to, this process is also true for Lambda Sigma chapter. Having reached this significant milestone of 100 years of service to the community, Lambda Sigma chapter has a vast and prestigious history. Over time, there were many persons whose actions were instrumental in making Lambda Sigma chapter what it is today. I will highlight a small portion of the history of the chapter and some of the persons whose labor left a lasting legacy in the community and in the chapter. So how did it all get started? Well, if you looked in the program and you saw saw the summary of the history, you may have read Lambda Sigma Alumni Chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity was chartered in April of 1924 in Atlanta, Georgia. It was a byproduct of the collegiate Zeta chapter out of the historic Morris Brown College. The 5 charter members were all alumni from Morris Brown College. If you looked at the summary, you may also read that chartered in 1924, Lambda Sigma became the first alumni chapter of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity in the city of Atlanta and the oldest in the state of Georgia. As the chapter numbers increased, many of the brothers who were successful, influential professionals in Atlanta distinguished themselves as leaders in the community and also within their fraternity. Included in that group are some names that you may be familiar with as they were historic pillars in the community. But for some of you, you may not have known until tonight that they were also members of Lambda Sigma chapter. I will list some of these individuals in no specific order and just give you a brief summary of their accomplishments. First, we start with Nathaniel Ingram. He was a Morris Brown graduate, an Army veteran, Atlanta public school teacher. He taught English at several high schools. He was president of the Atlanta Association of Educators, member of the Georgia Association of Classroom Teachers, chairman of the Atlanta Job Corps Advisory Committee, and he sat on the board of directors of the Atlanta NAACP. He was partly responsible for securing fair labor agreements with Atlanta teachers. He was known for his protocols, exactness, fairness, and justice. His commitment to excellence in the public school system and service to others resulted in him being honored by Fulton County. The county made a proclamation of giving him his own day, Nathaniel Hawthorne Ingram Day in the county. The work that and the sacrifices he made was of such importance that they had to honor him. Moving right along, Richard A. Billings. He was a graduate of Morris Brown College. He was a leading physician and surgeon in Atlanta. And he was also the physician of the college and treasurer of his alma mater. Dr. Billings was one man, but he wore many hats: physician, treasurer, surgeon, businessman, activist. The work that he did in the community was also long-lasting and far-reaching. He was also a member of Lambda Sigma chapter. Jose Williams. He was a graduate of Morris Brown College and the Atlanta University. He was also a veteran and an activist, philanthropist, and he was responsible for an organization we know as the Brazil Kingdom Country, where they provided food, medical health, and clothing to many needy individuals in the society. Lastly, John R. Lewis. He was a civil rights icon, former city council member, leader of the Student Nonviolent Committee, and other programs in the civil rights era. His tireless service, his sacrifices benefited Atlanta, the state of Georgia, and the nation. And these gentlemen, their service was not about self-aggrandizement, but they saw a need and they stepped in and they did the work. They carried that same zeal, that same professionalism into their beloved Phi Beta Sigma and Lambda Sigma chapter. And over time, they served, as you heard earlier, in various positions. Lambda Sigma chapter had and still has a great legacy on which to build. And the chapter continues that work today. The brothers today carry out work with organizations and groups such as the American Red Cross, Relief for Life, March of Dimes, and so forth. But the important thing about the history of anything is it connects to the present, and the present connects to the future. So as we march on, we are grateful for those brothers whose shoulders we stand on, but we look forward to what we can do in the future.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much.
I'm good, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Good evening. My name is William Stanley, and they never know what I'm going to say when I go to the right speeches. And I just stand up here and say what I'm going to say. There are a couple of people I want you to meet. There are a couple of people I'd like for you to meet. We introduced one past second vice president, Friday, said we didn't introduce the second one. Still, Michael? I know he was the national second vice president. This was the national second vice president. And I was president. Carl Bonnet. I would also like you to meet John Turner. Still, John? We're going to walk over the Civil Service chapter, but it's hard to name the Civil Service chapter.
Yes, it is.
Three members in our chapter.
Sir.
John Turner was the past International Legal Counsel, and Brother Charles Moore was not only a member of the Distinguished Service Chapter, he's also International Treasurer Emeritus. Brother Charles Moore. There are only three members of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity in its history who have been deemed as emeriti members.
That's right.
Charles Moore is one, Howard Sutton is one,
Yep.
and Brother Demetrius Newton out of Alabama.
That's correct.
So, I'd also like you to meet my son Garrett. Son Garrett, his name is William Stanley. He is a member of WC. And I also want you to meet my son Billy. Emily was pregnant with Garrett when I was elected president of the fraternity. He was born when I was in office. Do you think he had a choice? There have been a lot of presidents, 36 presidents of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity in its history. The first one was Centennial. Is this thing working? Centennial was the first. The number 1 through 26 have gone on to the Omega chapter. This is number 27.
That's right. Dr. Womack. Down to Dr. Womack.
The line didn't get any shorter. He just got closer to the front. And I'm right behind him is number 28. So I wanted you to meet my good friend Carl Womack, who came all the way down here from Ohio to celebrate with us. We have a very interesting past before we became president. that chaired our Centennial celebration in Washington, D.C. I'm going to give probably 1 second to say hello to the president.
First, he does that to me all the time. But first, give it out to God for this opportunity to be here. I just want to wish the brothers and all the guests the best in your family, in your life. Register to vote, and let's turn out in November.
Come on.
How many of you have driven around the Grady Curve? Raise your hand.
The Green Curve.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you feel better about the traffic around the Grady Curve. When they were designing Interstate 75 up through Atlanta, they were going to put 75 right down on Holiday Avenue. It was the signals, the people from the Hungry Club Forum. How do you remember the Hungry Club Forum in Hawaii?
Yes. That's the club.
Everyone in the Hungry Club Forum, we bought that, and now there is a bridge that goes over Auburn Avenue to keep it from being cut off from downtown Atlanta.
That's right.
All right.
You read about Herbert Russell, but Herbert Russell, as a construction manager, he helped build the World Congressman,
Marshall
the
Jackson.
airport.
Yep.
I tried to see if he had anything to do with this building. I would not be surprised if he did not. But nothing got built in Atlanta without Herbert Russell having a part in the single rep. And we have a legacy of being marchers as an organization, all the way from P.H.I. Randolph, who led the march on Washington. Martin Luther King spoke. There was P.H.I. Randolph.
That's right. He used to play
They
around.
pulled together that march from Washington.
That's right.
And John Lewis obviously marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Hosea Williams led a march up into Forsyth County
That's right.
because of the segregation up there.
Yep.
So we've been marching. And one of the things that I'm proud of, when I was international president, I gave our fraternity brother the spot in our headquarters to plan the Million Man March. So we have been back for the celebrations of that. So enough of signal history. I just want to say I'm so glad that Scott, you have done an excellent job in planning this year. As you know, I call him my BFF because I checked on him about what was undergoing his health issues, but he was checking on me when I was going through mine. So he has pulled this thing together with the help of the brothers and Lambda Signal. And thank you all for coming. And I'm going to say one more thing I'll take my seat. We started this week off with prayer. At Brother Roosevelt Pikes Church. Brother Roosevelt Pikes, I saw you earlier this week. Stand up. Pray. We went to this church and started to celebrate. No, we're not a religious organization, but I can tell you this. Our three founders were very steeped in religion. They like to tell went to a religious school when he went to college. None of that course was a Catholic bishop, not bishop, but a priest. And of course, you knew about Charles F. Brown. Charles F. Brown was a Catholic bishop, and then Leonard Force was a priest. So our three founders were steeped in religion. We don't talk about it in our documentation. So we believe that we are going to show you a sermon than to give you a sermon.
That's right.
Just watch what we do as an organization, and you'll be as proud of us as we are of ourselves. Thank you.
I've been most passionate about the young people who are pushed out of school. And our why here in Atlanta, we try to identify those kids. We want the school systems to stand up for us. The ones that they don't want, that they have trouble with. We still have 30 of them in
Or I
college.
think that, let's say not right now, not right now. Thank you. A little premature there, but thank you for having me ready.
pleasure to introduce you to an outstanding singer, Leah Devon. Leah is accompanied by Philip O'Rourke as they are here to celebrate 100 years of service with you. So we can give them a warm welcome.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody tonight? So, I just want to share a little story really quick before I sing. It's been about 10 years since I have stepped on stage. But I will tell you, Bill Scott, when he called me and said, "Hey, Leah, will you come and perform?" My head said, "Absolutely, are you kidding me?" But my heart said yes. He was the very first person who hired me as a teacher when I got out of college. And we've been very good friends, and I'm happy to be here tonight, and congratulations on 100 years of service to your fraternity. And my good friend Philip flew in from Ohio to join me. So I thought I'd like to do something kind of nostalgic. So feel free to join in. Here we go. here, and again, congratulations on 100 years of service. I'm just honored to be here. So thank you for allowing me to be here. And this is Philip O'Rourke. He does this for real all the time. So we thought we would do another song about love, because I know with fraternities and sororities, it's about service. And we all do it together because it's about love and good things to do. Do you guys remember this one? I was trying to find oldie goodies. You guys remember this one? Can you turn up just a little bit? Ready?
Saw that from to support your channel.
All right, we have a few more parts of the program, so we're going to move right along. And I've been told, Scott gave me the direction that if you are coming up to speak, let's keep it brief. I know everybody wants to kind of get out of here, so I think we can do 2 minutes. 2 minutes, all right. But at this point in the program, we're going to have special acknowledgement for the man who has served as chapter president of Lambda Sigma. So let's welcome back up again. I know you met them earlier. Let's bring back up Honorable William Stanley, R. Terry, Honorable John Turner, Michael Johnson. Come on up, guys. Richard Duncan, Daryl Reynolds, Terrence Houston, Doug Hickman, Ed Steele, William Scott, and of course you met him earlier, the Centennial President, Robert Easton, and Charles Moore. Alderman, come on up.
Gracias. All right. These are our former chapter presidents. And one day I want to be a president. But these are all of our chapter presidents that are alive. Oh, we are. Yeah, that's all starts from the bottom.
Thank you, brother. All right, thank you again to our past presidents.
Like you said, it's like a workshop. What's that? Oh, which one? Announcer? No, they're not saying. They just repaid to do announcements.
Well, as our past presidents take their seats, we want to move on to the next part of the program where we acknowledge excellence. The excellence is for an individual as well as 3 organizations that continue to make a difference in and around Atlanta and the entire world. These awards are named after the great men of Sigma, and we want to remind you, if your name is called, if you received an award, you'll have about 2 to 3 minutes to speak, and then music might start playing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, our very first award is the Harry Moore Sigma Beta Award. In the early 1950s, Phi Beta Sigma fraternity became the first Greek-letter organization to establish a youth auxiliary group. Under the direction of Brother Dr. Harry Moore, the Sigma Beta Club was concerned with the changing need in our communities and recognized the important role that Sigma men could play for our youth. The recipient of this award is actually an institution that is committed to making a difference in the lives of our youth. Please direct your attention to the screens.
I've been most passionate about the young people who are pushed out of school. And our why here in Atlanta, we try to identify those kids. We want the school systems to send them to us. The ones that they don't want, that they have trouble with. We saw about 30 of them in college this year.
Life is always been part of our life.
My dad, 3
first put me into the YMCA for a basketball league when I was 5.
My father was on the board of the Dry Street YMCA. My mother was a volunteer at the YMCA. So Y has always been a part of my life, always. The important thing was that we learned as young men to get along with other boys. We learned to be competitive and we learned how to get along. That's the important thing about Y.
And the award goes to Dr. Carla Moore, the Signal Day Award. Oh, I'm sorry. The honoree is the Andrew and Walter Young YMCA.
She didn't understand this song, but she doesn't see that great. There we go. Congratulations.
Can you hear me? Hello, everybody. My name is LAMBDA. I am the Director of Individual Giving at the Leadership and Learning Center of the Metro Atlanta YMCA Association. On behalf of our CEO, Mark Coons, and the many people that work at the Y throughout Atlanta, we have 19 Ys, 18 early learning centers, and in 8 different counties. The work that they do, I am so proud to be part of it. My role is to ask people for money. And that's a pleasure, because the work that we do in every community makes a difference. Thank you, and remember the why. It's the place where everyone belongs.
That's right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Robert Wright. I am the Associate Executive Director of the Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA. On behalf of Miss Weeks, who was not able to make this evening, she's Executive Director as well as VP. I accept this award for the branch. I thank everyone. This is very touching for me in several different capacities. Not only do I work for the YMCA, but I remember my first introduction to Brother Easton, Robert Easton, and Larry Easton was during my meeting at Morehouse College in 1991. During the time that they were speaking to us when we were interested, in our industry. And so this comes full circle. I wasn't able to make it to the Centennial due to family obligations, so having the opportunity to come back and be able to celebrate that Sigma is truly special. Thank you very much. All right, so our next award is the Robert Brett Education Award. Great, okay.